Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lauren Walker, the SkoL Brothers.
All right, welcome to episode 43 of the Sports Card Talk Show. We're going to be debuting a new segment today. It's going to run in tandem with Wednesday Wows, and it's going to be called My Five Faves, where we feature a collector that we know or that we've met, and we'll talk for a little bit, and then they get to show off 5 of their favorite cards. So that should be pretty fun.
This week we're doing Zach of footballcardwizard. If you guys have watched our shows, he actually was our first guest on our Mount Rushmore segment. He did the Los Angeles Rams.
It's hard to say, right?
Still. Yeah, I know. So he actually reached out and asked to be a part of that, and that was and that spawned us having guests since then. So
yeah, that was really cool of him. And then
I'm really looking forward to talking to Zach again.
Yeah. So before we get him on the line, I got a new Minnesota trivia game, and I remember you posted a future stars of...
How did you get that?
Well, I recently celebrated a birthday. So
yeah, so you're old, man.
Yeah, I'm getting real old. No, it's funny. The family decided that they get some stuff that I could use for the show with us. So one of them was a trivia game, which we'll get to in a second. Got my new mug, Vikings Avenue.
Yeah,
they're very supportive, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're out here all day long, you kind of wonder what kind of heat you're gonna have when you get walked back in the house.
Yeah. So a while ago, you had posted a future stars of Bo Jackson, and it was Bo Knows. That was the big thing back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I thought with this little Minnesota trivia, I think you're pretty well versed in trivia, so we're gonna do a Lauren Knows Minnesota trivia.
We'll see.
And you know what? I think this will be a once a week little thing where we test you, and we're gonna keep a scorecard.
Okay.
We'll just do a couple quick questions. All right. So, what Minneapolis Lakers center is described by NBA.com as the league's first superstar?
George Mikan.
Yes. In 2014, what former Vikings head coach had a street named for him outside of U.S. Bank Stadium?
Got to be Bud Grant.
Yep. And then we'll just throw in a hockey one. In 2012, what American-born defenseman signed a 13-year contract to leave the Nashville Predators to join the Minnesota Wild?
Ryan Suter.
Yep. Wow. Okay, so Lauren got all 3 that I asked correct.
No, that was a 1-point card. Does that mean
it's a 1-point card?
Do I get 3 points or 1 point?
We'll call it a point per.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do 3. Well, we might as well ask you the last question.
Yeah.
Mikko Koivu won a gold medal at the 2011 IIHF World Championship as the team captain of what nation?
Finland.
Yeah.
Oh, that was...
Wow, 4 points.
Whew.
So that was fun. Just a little fun something. I better put that in another stack. So awesome. I think that'll be kind of fun little thing to do. Plus, I get to test you a little bit, put you on the spot.
Yeah, that you did. I was a little nervous on the last one, but I knew he's from up there in Scandinavia.
Right. And since I got the game, I got to make a call without asking you and put you on the spot.
Yeah.
And call it Lauren Knows.
Yeah. Lauren does know.
Awesome. Well, should we get Zach on the phone?
Yeah. Yep. Let's call him up.
All right. Cool.
Ring ling ding dong.
Zach on the phone now. Thanks for joining us again. It's been awesome to finally get a chance to get you back on.
Yeah, thanks for having me back, guys.
Yeah.
It's been seems like forever ago that we had you on, man.
Well, you guys are putting out so much content. It's kind of hard to keep track. Sometimes I'll miss a Mount Rushmore, and I'm like, I'll be looking back. I'm like, wait, I missed the Patriots one. Like, I need to go back and look at that one on the week ago. You guys definitely put in the work.
Yeah, we're trying, man. It's been a lot of fun and awesome to get to know people, and keeping those friendships going is important for us. So
yeah, we mentioned in our intro that you were our first guest for the Mount Rushmore segment, and you actually reached out and volunteered to do it, and it's really taken off since then, and we've tweaked how we've done it. And like when we first did it with you, we actually we got to do our Mount Rushmore first, and now we just let people do it, and then we're like, yeah, that sounds good. It's and yeah, it's it was a work in progress, and definitely if you would have done the Rams now, we probably would have just had your Mount Rushmore was way better than ours at the end.
Yeah,
at the end of it all, anyways, as I recall.
It's all right. Yeah, I think I can't remember the last one I saw, but you guys mentioned that you might have some other people show their Wednesdays wows. And I was like, well, that's actually pretty good concept right there. Like, especially Lord's always with them teddies.
Yeah.
Different, even though them teddies are pretty nice.
Yeah.
I saw a couple weeks ago you put a silver auto that was on card, and I was like, oh man, I wish I saw that one in person.
Yeah.
That museum one?
Yeah, the Topps museum stuff was... And I rarely ever see them, and when I do, I'm like, I got a bid on that.
Yeah, I've been chasing like a Mike Tyson, I think, at Topps Museum, and they go for like $100, $300 sometimes.
Oh,
so just gotta get lucky.
Yeah. Who did you say?
Mike Tyson.
Oh, okay. You collected
Yeah.
I got a couple just acetate Mike Tysons that are pretty cool that I picked up for like a couple bucks. They almost look like they're made by Leaf or something, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Are they? You think they are?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've been kind of searching for Mike Tyson stuff. I'm a fan, but his stuff just goes way too much. Too many fans. But I understand.
Yeah.
One of the most exciting fighters to ever.
Oh gosh, man. Yeah, he wrecked people back in those days. Just an absolute beast.
Yeah. I talked to my uncle about it because I never got to see him fight, and I was like, well, because nowadays, we went to that Conor McGregor era of everyone wanted to watch Conor McGregor fight when he was on, doesn't matter who.
Yep.
And was saying, he's like, well, everyone wanted to watch Tyson fight, but no one wanted to pay for the preview or pay for it because it was going to last 2 rounds or 1 round.
Yeah.
Right.
Just wait for the next day.
Yeah.
Be told what happened.
Exactly.
The day that Buster Douglas knocked him out, it was that was like a majorly shocking day in sports because Tyson was indestructible to that point. It was he was just such a beast. Yeah. So that's really cool. I got to think he's just one of the all-time great, heavyweights ever.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so. Definitely craziest.
Yeah.
Yep. So that, talking about spawning off on the Wednesday wows, this is kind of our version of it. And I kind of was like, I want people to show their 5 faves. But I think I had mentioned to you, it's not necessarily your most expensive cards. It's your favorite ones. Like I have one, it's an electrified Michael Jordan. I think I got it for $2. And then I got a whole set of them for $3. I got 20 of the other ones to go with it. And I'm like, those are some of my favorite cards.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it'd be kind of fun to have somebody on and have them show that. So.
Oh yeah. None of my card. I think I have one that someone right now on eBay's priced at $100, but I literally got for $15, which is crazy. Which I only go for the steals. That's why I kind of call myself the football card wizard, because I kind of find them wizardly steals on eBay. What I go for.
That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah, or I'll shoot them over to someone else that I know is searching for the card. Like I know. I have a Robert Woods rookie booklet, and someone was like, "Oh, how much is that?" And I'm like, "Well, I'll be on the lookout. I only got it for $5. I don't really want to sell it for $5 either."
Right.
For $7 a couple months later, I just sent them over. The same with you and the Bill Lampier. I saw that for $250. And I'm like, "Oh, that's a steal." I'm like, I don't really want it, but I know someone that definitely would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to do that. The search is what really gets me going for football cards and just looking at them. And then when I hold them, it's just an extra added bonus.
That's how I win so many cards, is because I have 100 searches on eBay and I check them, and I just bid on everything at 99 cents. And then at the end of the, whenever it's running out, if it's still cheap, and sometimes I win them at that 99 cents. And then I'm like, oh man, it's, then you're paying the 3 or 4. You're hoping to actually like take advantage of their,
combined shipping.
Combined shipping,
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, oh man, I'm paying $5 for this. That's $4 shipping, and it's a $5 card, and you're like, I'm still happy with that price, but I would have been happier if I could have piggybacked a couple more cards with it,
Yeah, well, that's why COMC is so great.
Yeah.
You just get there and you get, I think it's basically a flat rate shipping of $3.50, no matter what, really.
Yeah, it's I have a $700 700 cards sitting in my inventory on COMC. That I've been waiting to have shipped, 4 or 5 months they've been sitting in there. And all 700 of those cards will ship for I think it's $3.99 now. You don't have
whatever it is, $4.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's $4. Yeah, so I mean, COMC is there's some people that don't like COMC. I think it's the most amazing site out there,
Yeah. If you're only trying to push high end, it's definitely not the site for you.
No.
If you're just low end, like I collect anything Rams. I collect every base card from every year. Mm-hmm. I'll even hit up some people if we're making a trade. I go, hey, do you got any like early 2000 base card Rams? Like just throw in there, like because I'll collect. COMC is the perfect spot for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the colorful parallels, you're trying to get the rainbow. The COMC beats everything.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Lauren has found a lot of good deals. I found several, and we've even turned around and sold a couple now. And I think Lauren just opened his mail one day, and he's like, "Whoa, what?"
Yeah, I have a personal account. We have the show account, and on my personal account, I went on there, and I had over $60 on it. I'm like, what the heck? Here I sold 2 cards. One I picked up for $6 on there. I sold for almost 25. Another one I picked up for 18 and I sold for 45. And I sold a few other cards for I picked up for 70 cents and I sold it for $1.50. And it's just not, it's kind of fun to flip. It's a cool, doing that flip thing is really fun too.
Yeah, it's definitely a hustle. That's probably why some people don't like COMC is there's some people really hustling out there, and I'll sell a lot of my lower base cards and stuff or special inserts on mine for 10 cents, just basically a steal for them just to get them out of my room. And I just see the same username buying up all my optic rookies, and I'm like, oh, okay, I know exactly what he's doing. But hey, good for him. He's seeing the easy deals.
So you have you sell on COMC too, huh?
Yeah, not I don't sell any high end stuff. I'll have some I think the highest thing I had was the Baker Mayfield Prism rookie, and that's just because I didn't want to grade it or anything. I was like, I'll let someone else take the risk. And I think I sold that for $13. That was the highest I think I might have a $20 card on there, but I'm not. If it's a high end thing, I'll usually try to do it in a trade for another high end Rams card.
Yeah. I just one of those cards that I picked up was I picked up a Jacoby Brissett before Andrew Luck retired, and so I had it sitting on once the Jacoby Brissett craze hit, I jacked the price up on it and it finally sold. And Jacoby's been playing really good for the Colts.
Really, I think his touchdown interception ratio is pretty insane. I think he only has 2 interceptions this year, but I could be wrong.
Right.
Yeah, he's doing really good. Yeah, I got last year I picked up in the Giannis craze, Giannis PSA 10 Prism Auto, and I'm like, well, I gotta wait for that craze to start going, but I'm not gonna put that up on COMC. It'll be more of maybe eBay or through Instagram. I know someone's searching for some Giannis.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think we kind of went on a little bit of a side track there. We were gonna talk about some other stuff, but we're already diving in past 10 here, so maybe we'll jump into your 5 faves, and I think you mentioned you might have a couple honorable mentions that were real hard to not have on that list, huh?
Yeah, I got 2 cards that definitely have some personal value to me.
Awesome.
I've started collecting, and so I'm like, I really want to put those in, but they're definitely not my fave right now. But they were a fave maybe 2 years ago because they were just still those original collections. But yeah, so I'll go into like my first one is a Chuck Foreman on-card auto, and I'm pretty sure this is like a reprint from an older looking card. And this card was actually, when I started collecting, it was my cousin that got me into it. And he would just get like a box or something, like, hey, give me a pack or two, like just to be cool, because his dad would always buy packs. And so he pulled a Chuck Foreman auto, and he's like, who's this guy? And he's like, hey, you can have him. I looked at him, I'm like, wow, this is a pretty sweet card. And we didn't get no clue who Chuck Foreman was. And so I looked more into him, and I was like, oh man, this guy's great. Like, and then especially nowadays, which it's kind of hard to get on-card autos, and this is just such a sweet auto. I look at it, and I'm like, well, I hate the Patriots, but I had such a sweet auto in Chuck Foreman. No logo's not on it, so it looks pretty clean of a card.
Right.
So I really like that one.
Awesome.
I think it's like a Topps Archives is what it's called, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You look at all those old school guys, you know, they all sign, almost all of them. You look at those old school guys, they all have really nice signatures, you know, compared to nowadays players, which is like couple loops. And it's
yeah, and I'm huge on the auto. Like, one of my top faves is mainly the auto made the whole card, and I'm just like, I look at it and I'm like, he ain't my favorite player. He's not even in my top 10, but man, that card is so good looking.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, come on now, you're secretly a Vikings fan there.
I do love the Vikings. Their franchise, definitely. The players that played there, the Purple People Eaters, like, that's a great freaking nickname right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely a great friend. Definitely my top 3 for sure. Probably goes Rams, Vikings, and Texans. But
when I was a kid, I actually had this is back when it was the Western, the Central, and the Eastern Conference. There wasn't a South, there wasn't a North. And there was 28 teams, and I liked the Chargers and the Rams mostly because their helmets looked a lot like the Vikings helmet. I'm talking like elementary school age, back when I was a Rams and a Chargers fan too, mostly because I just liked their helmets.
That's how it gets you sometimes.
Yeah, right. So
my second honorable mention would be this Upper Deck Ray Lewis rookie card. I'm huge on action shots, especially, and that's why I like old school basketball stuff, because their action shots are the best. And this one has just Ray Lewis set up at middle linebacker, just ready to take someone's head off. Like, you can just, I see it and I just start remembering all the Ray Lewis plays, and he's definitely like my top 5 favorite player of all time. And also in this card on the helmet, if you see it, they have the old school B Shield logo with the wings, and I think that's really cool. Like, I like obscure cards, like if you get like a Tampa Bay Buccaneers with their orange creamsicle uniform, those are always cool looking. So yeah, this card just hits all of them, and is a card that I've had in my collection my whole life, that I can remember. And yeah, and just Ray Lewis being Ray Lewis, I had him on there.
Oh yeah.
So for my Mount Rushmore, the first one I'll have up is I have a Fleer auto of Deacon Jones. And it's not the most, easy on the eyes card. It's kind of just plain and simple, kind of like the Don Russ Classics back in the early 2000s. But I like Deacon Jones. I'm a huge fan of him just because I'm a defensive person. The nastiness of him, really, I like that. It's just hardcore football. But what makes this card in my top 5 is it's really hard to get a good autograph of him. And I actually had a card just like this that I got for, I think, $10, and the auto just looked horrible, but I got it because it was Deacon. And I saw it a month later for $5, and I just threw a $5 bid, and I was with shipping, and no one else bidded on it, and I got it, and I was like, so I just traded away the one I didn't like the auto and kept this one. And I even look at this and I'm like, man, I can't believe I got this just clean auto like this for so cheap. Like, normally they're $15-$20 for a readable Deacon Jones auto.
right.
But so yeah, that's why I really love that card.
Awesome.
The next one on my list is this 2015 draft picks collegiate. It was Prism, a Drew Brees auto. This one I'm still a huge Todd Gurley fan, But so I was on the hunt for Todd Gurley, like those tie-dye ones or red, white, and blue in his Georgia uniform auto. So I was buying quite a bit of these boxes. And one box, I was just like, I was going through the packs, and I'm one of those people. I love the excitement. So when I get to my auto, I'll slow roll it. I see the team, and I'm like, all right, Purdue. I'm like, what player? I'm like, oh man, this is a garbage card. And I just pull it down. I'm like, Drew Brees. I'm like, if I flip this over and it's an auto, I'm gonna flip it out right now. Flip it over, and it's just such a beautiful card. The picture I sent you kind of does a little more justice because it's not that colorful, but it's like, those silvers, they put off all those different colors.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look at it and I'm like, just like, oh, this is nice. Like, I'm going to hold on for a while. Definitely when he hits Hall of Fame is maybe when I'll let go of it, depending on how much of a craze it is for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I imagine the price is only going to go up. So then my next card would be a Fleer autograph of Isaac Bruce. And this is the one that I just love. Isaac Bruce's autograph, if he has the space, it is beautiful. If it's on a sticker, it is not beautiful at all. It's just almost like this scribbles like everyone else's nowadays. But this Fleer, I love the design of these cards. They have a lot of them. I've seen a lot of Kurt Warner's around, and I really want to get that because he's throwing, like facing to his left. So if I had the Isaac Bruce right next to it, it'd almost look like he's throwing to Isaac Bruce.
Oh,
and
that would be awesome.
And Kurt Warner's autographs, pretty amazing looking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely love the little Fleer autograph ones. They kind of look like little cheaper cards, but it almost like that perfect card that you'd want to hand a player. Be like, hey, can you sign this card? And they sign it and then give it back to you. And you're like, oh man, that's just a perfect autograph style card.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Like those people that go to the training camps and they're always bringing their cards. They use those prisms. I'm like, why do you want them to write over their player? Like I try to find cards that they have a nice little spot that they can sign and almost looks like it's intended for it. Yeah. And that's what these Fleers do. And yeah, Fleer autos, they were doing pretty good back in the day on their placements and stuff. I think Panini's getting a little better on their stickers. There's some cards that I see and I'm like, I can't tell the sticker. That's a good job.
That is pretty good. Yeah.
So my next top 5 is Topps Chrome James Laurinaitis rookie card auto. And the funny thing is I had literally just picked this card up last week at my local card shop. The guy knows I'm a huge Rams fan, so I was looking through the Rams section and I found this and a cracked ice like Brian Quick on card. And I was like, oh sweet. And he had them, I think, both for $10 each. And I was like, yeah, like I don't care. Like with shipping and stuff, that would pay online. Like this is basically worth it.
Yeah.
And I got to the counter. I had some other little number stuff, and he was like, "Hey, I'll give you it all for $10." And I was like, "Really?" I'm like,
"Oh wow!"
You understand? Like, this is one of my favorite defensive players, especially one of my favorite Rams of all time. Like, he's the all-time leading tackler for the Rams. Like, here's what James Laurinaitis brought to the field, and like his dad's one of the, I think, part of the Warriors of wrestling. Or I think it's Animal. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty interesting guy. He has a lot of, before, you would think he'd be like an ultra-aggressive guy, like, Ohio State middle linebacker, just a beast. But no, he's super generous and caring, so it's kind of a gentle giant kind of a person.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
I know when the Rams cut Laurinaitis, and didn't they cut Laurinaitis and Chris Long the same year?
Yep.
I wanted the Vikings to go after both those guys because I really like Laurinaitis and Chris Long. So, Laurinaitis is awesome, man.
Yeah, I love that guy. And his cards are actually they're pretty hard to come by, but they're pretty cheap. Not much people really collect them. So,
do you feel like that has something with the Rams, like moving, from the L.A. and then to St. Louis and back to L.A. that they got like a kind of a jilted fan base that aren't pushing their cards up? The prices of their cards up real hard?
The move back has definitely gotten the price of the cards up, but it was really last year with their success. This year, the price of their cards have gone down. I think with whatever success they have is when people are going to buy their cards, and I think it's more people trying to just invest in their cards.
Right.
There's not too many collectors. Even when you go to the Rams game, it's pretty much an away game. It's kind of sad to go.
Oh, wow.
You almost kind of don't feel at home. You're like, and then like I was 2 years ago, I was like probably 10 rows away from the 50-yard line, and there was people just coming in and out the whole game, and I'm like, we're like in $150 ticket seats. Like, stay here for the whole game. Be your freedom. Yell for your team. Cuss out the 49ers. Come on. Like, I was more mad at our fans than the Niner fans because I'm like, you're just being fair weather fans, and that's not how I view sports. Like, you got to be a diehard. You got to be committed. You just can't. Oh, we're winning. I'm going to be a fan now.
I think California has that reputation of everyone just having this casual, laid back kind of attitude.
Yeah. Well, LA, other than the Lakers, there's just too much stuff to do.
Yeah.
So it's just like you go to stuff just to be there. Laker games is a little different. They have like more of the diehards, but still a lot of fair weather fans. The San Francisco area is huge in fair weather fans. That's the only reason I don't like them. Like, I like a lot of their teams, even the night. I like John Lynch, Jimmy Garoppolo's pretty cool, but the fans are what really kind of kill it for me. I'm like, well, when you guys suck, you don't talk trash, but now you're talking trash.
right.
No matter what, like, my team ain't doing too good. I'll still beat you again.
right. Awesome.
All right, so I guess we'll get to my last card, and this is definitely my favorite card. And this one I got I think, like I said, I got this one for $15, and this is a black gold Todd Gurley rookie auto.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Wow.
And I know Lore loves them black golds.
Yeah.
Because I never had a black gold auto, and then when this came in, I was like, wow, like, gold on black is the way to go for now on. Or the silver on black, like, that just looks so much better than like a blue or black pin on white.
Right.
Yeah.
Hashtag bring Panini Black Gold back, man.
Well, I thought Panini Black was going to be a little similar to it. Like, oh, maybe they'll bring back like a black and silver kind of look in black. But, they kind of fell on their face with that one. I was really disappointed. I was just going to start saving up my money and start going in them blacks. But even black and gold, there's someone on Instagram who does black and gold breaks. And it's like every break you're spending $30 for a break of like 6 boxes. And I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one for just a gamble.
Right.
You can go, like you said, you can go on COMC and pick up a lot of nice black gold cards for just a couple of, I really like the base. I really like the gold ink on card autos. The sticker autos on them I have quite a few of those too, but they're not nearly as nice as the on card ones,
Yeah.
No. And this is one of the cards I keep seeing on eBay coming up at like $100, and I'm just like, "Ooh, is this?"
Oh yeah. When you said $15, I was like, "You got to be kidding me! That's got to be $100 card."
Yeah, it was because I like a little secret to getting the eBays is if it's during school time, like in the midday of school, usually just take your 15 at work and be like, "All right, I gotta stop this card right now." Because I think that's what happened. Like I got the notification that I won during work, and I was just like, I won. What was I bidding on? Like, how much anything that's bidding right now? I saw, and I was like, holy cow! Like, dang it, I can't believe this. And then when it came, I was just like, I was even more blown away. I was like, this looks way better than what it. That actually might have been it. The picture that the person took wasn't great at all.
That makes a big difference. Yeah.
There's so many things that, like, if you want to make money selling your cards on eBay, taking great pictures, knowing what time to end your auction. If you're doing a whole bunch of auctions, stagger them like a minute or two apart so that people have a chance to, if they win an item, they might bid on the next item and the next item. If you have them all end at the same exact time, you're not giving the bidders a chance to bid on several items. You're forcing them to put in their max bids, and a lot of people like to. I love to snipe. I love to sit at the. I set my ceiling. I don't go back past it. If it goes beyond, I'm sitting there waiting for the last 2 seconds to hit, and it bounces over that, I'm good with letting it go.
Yeah, I'll usually sit there and it gets 10 seconds. I'm like, all right, my final bid. Hopefully, it's the highest one.
Yeah. Because if you give yourself too much time, all of a sudden you're like scurrying to get another bid. You're like, the wanting to win the item, the want to win takes over, and it's not even, and you just want to win, and then the next thing you know, you're paying too much for the card.
Oh yeah, I've done that a couple of times, and then
So yeah, we had a little technical difficulty there, and we're back now. I saw that card on your Instagram, and I'm like, that's got to be one of them. That's got to be one of them. That's a beautiful card.
Yeah, I got a couple. I got a Matt Ryan on card, like National Treasure, and it looks pretty nice, and it's probably my second most expensive one.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't. It's not my favorite. It's more of like an investment flip.
Sure.
Got it a little cheaper than I thought I should be getting it. So I'm like, when he gets in probably 5 years, when all the other great guys are retiring and he's thinking about it, maybe his cards will start going up.
Right. Cool, man. Well, I think we're gonna bring the episode to a close here. But if you want to stick on the line for a minute, we'll shoot the breeze for a few minutes if you got a couple minutes.
Yeah, and I just want to shout out my Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Follow me at footballcardwizard. And then my COMC is, I don't know how to search for usernames, but if you know how to, it's FBC Wizard, so like shorthand. And then also another great podcast that I love listening to. I know, you love basketball. I think it's the Wax Museum podcast.
Yeah.
Really great podcast to listen to.
Yep.
Gives great information. Lately, people have been saying why so negative for him, but hey, he's just shedding light on what's going on in the hobby, and I really like listening to that guy. So
yeah,
if any of your listeners that are interested in basketball, definitely give him a listen. And it's
for sure.
30 minutes. You're not spending too long. It's a good time to pass your lunch by or a card ride.
Yeah.
I know we subscribe to him on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Kevin's the basketball guy, so he probably listens to those. I actually haven't, so I'm admitting that. But
yeah, I've listened. Yep. Cool.
I'm not huge in like basketball, like especially the high end, newer stuff nowadays. But just listen, you get a little good insight on a lot of stuff that he's talking about trickles over into football.
Oh, for sure.
If you're into baseball.
Yep. Absolutely.
I want to like basketball again, but the Pistons were my team. I've tried to get behind the Timberwolves several times, and they always seem to like tease you and then and then not make the playoffs or whatever. I mean I definitely follow basketball, just not like Kevin does.
Well, cool. I'm gonna I'll just jump in. We will have to talk for a few minutes when we're done. We'll have a slide up with your information, but it's FBC Wizard on COMC. Yeah, we'll put that on the two. Make that little slide with your information. I'll put that on there too.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I've bought cards from you before.
No, I just started putting up cards probably like a week ago.
Oh, okay. Then I haven't.
Just because they finally came in. I was trying to beat the Black Friday deals and stuff. So I'm like, I need to get my cards out there real quick.
How big of a submission did you put in?
I think like 600 cards.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah. And they're all like lower end.
That's the way. That's how to use COMC. I'm looking at sending in, cards that are you figure like $1 to $10 or something like that. That's definitely a way to get rid of that kind of stuff. Like, because it's not worth nothing to you if it's not your team.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
and I don't know why I was collecting all like rookie colors of Optic, and then I came across them. I'm like, what am I doing? So I just sent them in and just put them up 50 cents, and I think all of them like got off it within a day or two. And I was like, sweet, like that was easy. I wasn't looking to make money, but make a little change. I'll buy another card on COMC.
Exactly.
Awesome.
All right, well, that's going to bring episode 43 to a close. Special thanks to Zach at Football Card Wizard for joining us. If you want to stick on the line for a second, we'll talk for a couple more minutes.
Skol Brothers out.